Hello? Can you transfer me to HR, please? Yeah, I would like to know. HR? What in the NARS is this? Hi peoples, welcome to my channel, Bernie Playing with Makeup. My name is Bernadette. All my friends and subscribers call me Bernie. So if you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Make sure you turn that notification bell, that way you will be notified every time I upload new content just like this. Alright guys, it's late, it's 3 o'clock. It is exactly 2:57 and I'm just getting started. So my intention is to play with some products from NARS, but I'm like, do I want to do this today or should I do a concealer review? But you know what, I already had NARS scheduled, so that's what we're gonna do, and the wear test will be up in the air. My skincare routine is already done, including SPF. But today's SPF, I've really been liking this one. I have on the Too Faced Hangover RX Good to Go Skin Protecting SPF 25 Moisturizer. So this is just a little reminder that here on Bernie Playing with Makeup, we take SPF very seriously. So make sure as part of your skincare routine, this is like automatic. The same way you take moisturizing your skin using a toner, serums and essence and all of that good stuff that we use as part of our skincare routine, please make sure that SPF is taken just as important. I'm going to start off by priming. I'm using the Benefit POREfessional primer. This is their hydrated version. I really want to say thank you guys to all of you for the positive feedback and comments I received on my first video post my Crohn's hiatus. You guys have been so supportive and so sweet. I am really touched. And I also want to say to new Bernie babes, like y'all notice, y'all see that we are, right? So all of the new Bernie babes, thank you guys so much for deciding to join our family, supporting my videos. And for my Bernie babes who've been here with me from day one, y'all already know, thank you so much for your support and all of that good stuff. I really do appreciate you guys. I appreciate you tuning in to my videos. You have choices of going and watching whoever you want, but yet every time I upload, you guys do take time out of your busy schedule to sit down and spend some time with me. Today I'm going to be reviewing this foundation right here. This is the new Light Reflecting Foundation from NARS. I'm a little bit annoyed at NARS already. I got these and I didn't even open the package, and last night in preparation for today's video, I decided to look at some videos and I noticed the shade definitely didn't transfer over. I have it in the shade Marquise, and this looks quite red. It doesn't look anything like Marquise in the soft matte foundation. The reason why I chose Marquise as over Macao, summer is right here. So I was thinking, you know, I'm gonna get a little bit tan and I want to be able to use this foundation depending on how good it is during the summer months, because this foundation, child, please, when NARS drops the foundation, the beauty community just stops. Like, just said NARS has a foundation and the beauty community just stops, and there's always so much hype about it. NARS foundations are really good. I must say, I really do enjoy the soft matte foundation, but you guys already know how we do it here. We take what the brand says, take what our faves say with a grain of salt, and then we give it our own test and see what's the 411. Put a few pumps on here. I'm really hoping this foundation doesn't translate as red on my skin as it looks in the bottle. So as I understand, this foundation, a little bit is supposed to go a long way. This foundation comes in 36 shades, I believe. It does retail for $49, which is the standard price for NARS foundations. The only foundation NARS has that is not $49 is the soft matte foundation. And ironically, that foundation you get a little bit more than the 1 fluid ounce. This one here, I believe, is 1 fluid ounce. Let's look at some of these claims. So this foundation, the key claims are It revealed the key claims: immediate reveal of more even skin tone by 93%. This is based on their clinical study, they say. The long-term benefits of this is it improves the appearance of skin clarity over long term, even after makeup is removed. Okay, so we already know NARS is claiming that this foundation is basically skincare, and I have a little bit of tint to it, and that's the foundation. That's what NARS is claiming. I don't know. We're about to find out. It is a medium buildable coverage. The finish is natural. It's supposed to be breathable all day wear. The formula is vegan. It's powered by advanced skincare ingredients. It is suitable for most skin types, including sensitive skin, and it is acne prone, skin friendly. And yes, it is 1 fluid ounce. All right, so these are some claims. Well, let's go. So I put about that much. I want to say that's 2 full pumps. I thought it was a little bit more liquidy. Okay. Okay, so shade Marquise that I have on is described as being, this is 5MD, this is MD5, medium deep to deep with warm undertones. In some of NARS's foundation, I do wear Macao, but as I said, okay, all right, it don't look too bad. As I was saying, I chose this shade because the summer months. Oh, okay. All right, this is a pretty shade. This thing just, do y'all see that? Oh, okay. Okay, NARS. I see you. I see you. Are y'all seeing this? It just, all right. Now, I'm not one to, I think I'm probably one of the hardest people to impress when it comes down to foundations, especially new foundations. And that really is because I've seen too many times where new foundations are hyped up on social media. And then when I actually get my hands on it, I feel like, okay, it's a foundation. But even for me, I have to tell you guys, this foundation, I'm laying over here so I can see myself in the monitor. This foundation is beautiful. This foundation is definitely, yeah. If you are my shade twin, I think, especially for the summer, this shade will work. I'm speechless, and that don't happen often. It says that it is buildable coverage. So I want to say right now I have what I would think is about just a half a pump on my face, and obviously we're gonna need to build this up together where we wanna. And I'm not expecting it to cover the hyperpigmentation around my mouth, so I'm gonna use a concealer to help it. I put off looking at this foundation because I really felt like it wasn't gonna blow me out of the water. And right about now, I'm blown out of the water. Now granted, this is just my initial, this is like my raw first impressions. That's it. I don't know. I'm just telling you guys that for right now, this foundation is saying that. It does not feel like I have anything on my skin. That's how I feel. It feels like, this feels like, my moisturizer feels heavier than this. Okay. In person, looking in the mirror, I'm looking at this mirror here that artificial light is not on, and in person it does look a tad bit dark, just a tad bit. But like I said, I was really interested in this foundation. I think this foundation is going to be a good summer foundation, so by that time when summer comes and I'm starting to go outside, I'll have a little tan, so it won't look too much. Alright, so we're gonna continue to build this up. Like I said, I have 2 pumps, and let's see what we're gonna get with 2 pumps. So I'm going to blend this out. I'll come back and let you see how we look at. Guys, that's the 2 pumps blended in. NARS, this is the secret sauce in the bottle, okay? Like, and it still feels like I have absolutely nothing on. That's how it feels. This foundation is stunning. I do think I want to try Macao, because I feel like as it settles, it does look a little bit red, orange reddish, the undertone. Whenever a foundation is a bit too dark for me, it will translate as being a little bit orangey. If you remember my review, my initial review of Rare Beauty, that's how the foundation looked. But this doesn't look like that, mind you. But if you're my skin tone, I think I think Macao, if we're shade twins, I think Macao may be better. I think Macao may be better. So as you can see, my face is darker than my hands, and I like to make sure everything is cohesive. So yeah, but that's not their fault. Well, it is, because it should have translated. The shade should have translated. Around my mouth, I'm gonna go in with, I think this cafe, to do a little bit of color correction. I don't know what to tell y'all other than this is like a secret sauce in the bottle. My skin, y'all know I don't gush over fancy shit. I mean, it's, you know, you do what you're supposed to do, but wow. All right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put concealer on off camera, guys. I need to be able to edit these videos, and the less footage I have to edit, the better for me. I'm gonna put concealer on off camera, and I will come back on. I have some other new products from NARS I want to play with today, so I'm gonna put the concealer on and contour. I'll come back and we'll play with those new products. If you think you don't need this foundation in your life, you need this. As of right now, you need this foundation in your life. You do. Alright, so I used Amande, the one that everybody's used. I use that to highlight with and to a little bit of contour, and I use dark coffee. I think it's always called coffee, but I think the name is dark coffee. So that is what I used. Okay, all right, catch yourself, lady, catch yourself. I have these 2 right here. This is NARS. These launched last year. This is the Air Matte Blush. I have it in 2 shades. I have Freedom and I have Orgasm. I have that's in there. This is Orgasm that everyone is crazy for. I haven't swatched these or anything, and they're both in that pink hue. So that's Freedom, and Freedom is described as mauve. I think Freedom is gonna complement my skin tone better. Freedom here. So Freedom is deeper than Orgasm, and definitely feels like it's gonna be the better shade for me. There's the skincare properties in it. It has jojoba gel, which will smooth the pigment, and passion fruit oils to boost antioxidants. Okay, now this, I want to use this, guys, but I'm a little bit nervous because I really don't want to do nothing to lift up my base because I am just in love with it. Now I do have I have another blush from them. This is the powder blush, and this is in shade, I can't make up the shade, but it is a very pretty shade as well. Let me show you what it looks like. I love this. See that? I feel like for my skin tone, I think this will complement it so much, but I am so torn between this shade here and this here. What to do? Decisions. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. But I'm apprehensive about this because I don't want it to lift up the product. Just call it my name, all right? It's calling my name. It is calling my name. It is telling me yes. I'm gonna take some of this out of the container, take it out, and I'm going to like blend it out on the back of my hands. I'm just using this concealer brush from MAC. I'm gonna use my beauty blender. Okay, no, I'm not gonna use that. I'm not gonna use the Air Matte, not today. I think this is better used if you put it on before you put foundation on. So we're not gonna use this one today. Okay, so just time check. It is 3:45. So the foundation is on, it's 3:45. All right, so for setting all over my face, I do have the Light Reflecting Setting Powder. This is a loose setting powder, and I have it in the shade. So that's it there. And this is the shade Sun Tone. Now I did feel like this shade looked a bit red. Orange is what I felt like this shade looked. Let me see how it looks if I take some of it. Okay, yeah. Can you guys see that? I don't know how well you can see this. I'm gonna turn the light down a little bit. This is orange. There's no way. I think I might call this something else, but the shade is Sunstone. This shade Sunstone, it is for someone whose skin is a little bit deeper than mine. It looks very, very orangey. Gonna change this foundation. I'm not gonna mess with this. So what I will do then is I'm gonna set my face off camera. I'm gonna use that blush, and we'll come back and look at the final look. So I'll see you guys in a minute. I'm back and I'm speechless. That is not something I say. Anyone who knows me knows I'm never speechless. I always have something to say, but I am speechless. I'm gonna start by telling you what I have on my face because I don't know what else to tell you, okay? I haven't tell you what I have on my face. But if you're not subscribed, right now is a great time to just pause, give the video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, it's right there. Hit the subscribe button, turn the notification bell. That way you will be notified every Friday when my videos go live. This beautiful blush here, this is the most satin blush I've ever seen. I mean, it looks more like, can you see that? It looks more like highlighter to me. It was giving me highlighter vibes, and like bling 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 vibes. So I had to see how I was gonna salvage my blush because I really wanted this orange blush. So then I remember I had this from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Eye and Face palette that they released for holiday 2021. So I use the shade Sandal as a blush. I have a little bit of the NARS blush on, but mostly what you're seeing is this one right here. On my eyes, I have a liquid eyeshadow from Marc Jacobs, my Pat McGrath mascara, and I used some shades from this palette right here from NARS, a very cool tone neutral palette. So very cool tone neutral palette. I've had this for a while. I haven't played with it for a while, so I decided to pull it out today. The bronze you were seeing, of course, is from Miss Charlotte. To set my highlighted areas, I finally used this. I've had this for so long and have never used it. This is Honey from Laura Mercier, so I use this. On my lips is this here paired with Ground Control from Pat McGrath. I set my face with this. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Air Blush Flawless Setting Spray. I have not used another setting spray since this launch. I haven't. This is all I've used. This is so good. The star of the show. I really think she speaks for herself. Doesn't she for me? She said, I don't need you to be saying nothing on my behalf. I speak for myself. Tell them to sell their firstborn. I'm not the one saying this. This foundation is arrogant. I don't find myself speechless and really impressed with makeup because I kind of feel like you're doing your job. That's what you're supposed to do. But this foundation, the NARS launched, I don't think I need another foundation. Honestly, I don't. I think I'm good. It is now, it's almost 6 o'clock. I put this on, I want to say, what time was it? I always forget what time it is. Like, and so I don't want to say, I'm going to pop it up on the screen what time I started putting, what time I put this on. Because I know I mentioned the time and I always forget. Yeah. So I've had it on for a minute and we like each other. I don't need, I have this, I don't need anything else. I don't need anything else. Hi guys, I am back. It is 9:49 p.m. 9:49 p.m. I want to say I was done applying this foundation around 4 o'clock. I'm going to put the exact time on the screen for you. And at this point, I just have one question. Who do I speak to at NARS to find out how they got this potion sorcery in a bottle? Maybe it's an electric. That's what it is. There's some, yeah, that's what it is. Alright, guys, this foundation is, I haven't reviewed all of the foundations yet. What I've reviewed thus far, this foundation blows them out of the water. I've already filmed a review of the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminating or Shade and Illuminate foundation. That foundation retails for $150. In that review, you're gonna hear me say it is worth every penny of the $150. Please remember that review was filmed before this review, okay? Because right now, I'm thinking save $100 or buy 3 bottles of these just to make sure NARS don't run out. Like, you know, something may happen, you never know. Things happen, and then NARS don't. I'm just saying. Guys, the areas of my face that gets oiliest is right around here and then tip of my nose. As you can see, there isn't any oils. I'm gonna insert a picture of right when I was done. And I think you can notice that I look a little bit more matte. I was just finished. This image is right after I was done. I like the way a foundation looks after I've had it on for a couple of hours, because after a couple of hours the foundation gets to interact with the natural oils produced by my face, and I think that is when the foundation is going to really show how it looks. That's when it's going to be at its prettiest, and that is what I'm seeing right here. This foundation is stunning. It is lightweight. It doesn't feel like I have anything on. I bronze, I set my face, I have concealer, I have blush, I have highlight on, and it doesn't feel like I have anything on. That's why in the Dior review that should be up by now, in the Dior review I did note that the foundation felt a little bit heavy, even though I use the same products that I always use whenever I'm reviewing a foundation. I want to make sure the foundation is going to be able to work with the things that I already have. The only thing I'm reviewing, or the only thing that is new in the mix, is the foundation, and that is what's happening today. The only thing that's new in this mix is the foundation. I showed you guys earlier what all I use. Those are all products that I use all of the time, that I use when I'm reviewing foundations. And on this foundation is a 10 out of 10. I mean, it really isn't even a 10 out of 10. There should be a higher scale that I can rate this on. This foundation has just catapulted itself to my favorite foundation. It has. It is. I mean, I love Pat McGrath foundation. That foundation is still a 10. I had originally planned content where I was going to do a side-by-side with the Pat McGrath foundation and this foundation. I think you guys will be better served with a side-by-side of Tom Ford's $150 Shade and Illuminate against this $49.50 foundation, because you'll be able to make a decision on if you want 3 bottles of this or you want Tom Ford. Don't get me wrong, that Tom Ford foundation is beautiful. It is stunning, but it is stunningly expensive as well. It costs $150. You know, that's a lot compared to if we can get the same thing from a foundation that is, you know, $50. Now, the only thing I will say is NARS claims that this foundation is basically skincare with a little bit of color. I stated this in my Dior review, and I'm going to say it again. What you can appreciate, these brands are giving us not just makeup, they're giving us hybrids. I don't want anyone to mistake that to mean skip your skincare routine or don't pay as much attention to your skincare as you would before using these products. Listen, this is still makeup. People always say that, oh, I don't wear makeup because makeup breaks me out. Makeup does this, makeup isn't good for my skin, makeup is da-da-da. I used to be one of those people. I used to be one of those people who thought makeup would break me out, because it did. In the makeup's defense, I didn't know what I was doing. But now, as someone that wears makeup and who creates beauty content, I appreciate, especially at my age, over 40 diva, we need to pay attention to our skincare. So we cannot substitute hybrid foundations and say, I'm good. The same way I would say if a foundation has SPF, that is no reason for you not to wear SPF. The same thing is true with all of these foundations. I still find it cool, you know, like too convenient that every one of these brands for 2022, the foundations that they launch, they are all hybrids. I don't know what their research shows. Obviously, research must have shown something to cause everyone want to come out with foundations that they're calling hybrid. But yeah, that's the only thing I would say to you guys with this is do not allow any of these foundations to cause you to skim or skip your skincare routine. Make no mistake. Make no mistake. These foundations are not intended to replace your skincare. They're not. All right, I am tired. It's almost 10 o'clock. It's past my bedtime. For the sake of blotting, this is the brush that I used earlier to set my face. There's no extra product on this, no new product on it, just what I was left off from earlier today. And I'm gonna take this and just blot around my face, the tip of my nose, around my nose. That is mainly where, you know, I'm gonna focus. And that's it. Who would I recommend this foundation for? I recommend it to everyone. They say it's good for almost every skin type. As I said before, I am now thinking about foundations that's going to complement my skin where my skin is right now. This foundation, I definitely have no problems. I will be killing this foundation, trust. This is my summer foundation. Now, I know I haven't reviewed the rest yet. I haven't. But I can tell you from the ones that I have reviewed, this is my summer foundation. Spring, winter, holiday, Halloween. This is my new foundation. Guys, listen, it looks like before I'm here filming, we are going to be reaching a milestone that I have been working so hard towards. And I'm looking forward to telling you guys about the amazing giveaways that I'm going to be giving back to you for supporting me throughout my journey here on YouTube. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. You guys know I always appreciate it. Make sure, if you are not yet a Bernie babe, there's no better time like the present. Give the video a huge thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, set it to all. That way you will be notified whenever I have any activities on YouTube. Bye guys.